red, green, slow down, stop, go. Looks like everything works up here.
Great.
Don't tell me you're upset that the town council approved putting up this stoplight.
Stupid town council.
Aren't you on the town council, Bob?
Yeah, so what? I got outvoted.
What do you have against this stoplight? It's just here to make sure everyone stays safe in the busiest intersection in our town.
Since when is the corner of 3rd and Main considered busy?
Well, ever since they opened the interstate a few miles north, we've had a lot more traffic come through town.
That's just it. They drive right through our town. They don't stop at my store and buy groceries. They don't grab a burger at Polly's Diner. So why are we even bothering to put up a stoplight? They're not going to stop. Just let them pass us by.
Kind of like how time is passing us by.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, maybe this stoplight is a good thing. Maybe it means our sleepy old town is finally moving up in the world.
You know, Trish, I never figured you as one of those big city types.
Well, neither did I.
I thought you were one of us.
Who's us?
Do you know, us. The us that have lived here for generations and run the shops and restaurants. The us that sit outside on hot days drinking ice-cold glasses of lemonade and playing endless games of checkers with our neighbors. The us that know the name of every kid in town and aren't afraid to call them out whenever they get too rowdy. The us that think things are perfect, just the way they are, and don't see why things have to change.
Oh, Bob, I am one of that us, but I also happen to like this new stoplight.
I don't see what's so great about it.
The light turns yellow when we need to slow down and check out our surroundings. The light turns red when we need to take a few moments and stop. And when the light turns green, we know all is well, and we're free to go on, to head off into a new direction, to whatever life has in store for us. I don't know about you, but sometimes I need a little reminder to just slow down and take in all the great things that this town has to offer. But to also know that there's a great big world out there, and it's okay to go explore it.
I don't need to go exploring everything. I need is right here.
Well, that is great, Bob.
You know, people are going to hate that stoplight. They'll want it taken down.
Only time will tell. Oh, speaking of time, I better be on my way. Polly's oven is on the fritz, and if I don't get it fixed before the breakfast rush, she'll have my head.
The whole town will have your head if they don't get their breakfast.
Ain't that the truth? See you later, Bob.
See you, Trish. Stupid stoplight. Huh, you didn't like that. You telling me to stop? Take that! Whoa, I didn't mean it, I swear!
Who are you talking to, Bob? You ain't talking to that new stoplight, are you, Bob?
Did you see that? It was flashing red at me because I threw a rock at it.
Looks fine to me. Looks fine to me, too.
It was flashing red at me just a minute ago, I swear.
Sure thing, Bob. Whatever you say, Bob.
Stupid stoplight.
You saw it flashing at him, too, didn't you, Melvin? Sure did, Clara. Sure did.
That's a good one, Chuck. I bet he never saw that coming. No way. You better hope Mr. Schmidt doesn't find out. What about you, Bill? You and Lucy look pretty cozy. Yeah, well, does she know that? Oh, you know me. The girls at Central High love them some Jim. Yes, even her. She might have played it cool at the dance, but we all know that Sally's desperately in love with me.
Is that so?
Sally, I didn't see you there.
I gathered that.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough.
I'll talk to you later, guys, okay? Hey, wait a minute, won't you?
Oh, how could I resist? After all, I'm desperately in love with you. Isn't that right, Jim Matthews?
I was just joking around with the guys. You know how it is.
No, I don't. But I'd love to hear more. Enlighten me.
see,
That's what I thought.
well, will you at least let me apologize?
It's not necessary.
Yes, it is. I don't want you to think that that's the kind of guy I am.
You don't want to know what kind of guy I think you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're the kind of guy who makes jokes about the bows I wear in my hair.
You have got to be kidding me.
You're the kind of guy who calls me a brainiac when I raise my hand to answer a question.
That happened like one time. Or maybe two. Or maybe more than two.
You're the kind of guy who teases me because my dioramas are too good.
That's because you make the rest of us look bad. Did you really have to make a working oil rig, complete with moving trucks and realistic pumps?
I can't help it if I'm detail-oriented.
Detail-obsessed is more like it. Why couldn't you just make a baking soda volcano like the rest of us?
Hey, if you're content with a measly A-, who am I to stop you? So if you want to know what kind of guy I think you are, now you know.
Yeah, well, you aren't exactly green bean queen material yourself.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're the kind of girl who laughs at a guy for spilling milk on himself at lunch.
You've always been a sloppy eater.
You're the kind of girl who makes fun of a guy when his science experiment explodes in his face.
That's right. You're missing an eyebrow for the entire third quarter.
You're the kind of girl who makes jokes when a guy doesn't get the lead in the school play.
It wasn't that you didn't get the lead. It was the part you did get.
I wasn't feeling well on the day of auditions.
So you said.
I had a cold. I couldn't stop coughing and blowing my nose.
Sure.
That is the only reason the director didn't give me any lines.
You were a gate.
I'll have you know the gate played a very pivotal role in our production of Our Town.
Pivotal is right.
That was a long time ago.
It was last year.
Yeah, well, you've been picking on me ever since freshman year.
So what? We already established you pick on me too.
Sure, I did. In second grade, you're the one that's holding a grudge and still picking on me.
How dare you?
I teased you when we were 8 years old. We were children.
You act like a child now.
Oh, you just can't help yourself, can you? Here we are, all these years later, standing under this stoplight, and you're still calling me names.
You started it.
Hey. I like you both, you know.
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of cute you're a messy eater.
I also kind of like how smart you are.
I kind of liked it when you only had one eyebrow. It made you look a little mysterious.
I also really liked your diorama of the oil rig. I hoped you would ask me to come over after school to take a closer look at it.
I thought you made a wonderful gate.
Can we go juice then?
How do we do that?
How about a dance?
So, does this mean we can't tease each other anymore?
I didn't say that.
Good, because seriously, Jim, you're a terrible dancer. Do you do a feat or something?
Oh, really? And I suppose a brainiac like you can show me a thing or two about dancing.
You know it, unless you're trying to break every one of my toes. I think you and I are going to get together a few times a week for some dance lessons.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're desperately in love with me.
Of course you do.
Race day.
The smell of burning rubber.
This one is mine. I can feel it. So what are the terms?
Start over there, race around the stoplight, and finish over there. The first to finish wins.
The first chicken, bok bok bok.
You look silly, you know.
Wow, your friend looks like a chicken.
Stop it!
Are you guys sure this is a good idea? I think it's a great idea.
The best.
This But we're in the middle of the street, there'd be cars driving by.
Then they'll just have to get out of our way.
Yeah, we were here first.
They'll never be able to catch us anyhow. We're way too fast.
I'm faster than you.
No, I'm faster than you.
We'll see about that.
What you racing for?
Pinks.
Pinks.
Pink slips.
The winner gets ownership and loses wheels.
Like for keeps?
Yep, for keeps.
Harsh terms.
You're not gonna back out, are you?
I'm not backing out for nothing.
Good, because I've been wanting some new wheels.
You better ask Santa, because you ain't getting mine.
I hope you're hungry because you're about to eat my dust.
You'll be coughing up my desk for days.
Save it for the race, guys.
What's going on over here?
Ain't nothing for you to worry about, Trish.
Looks like you kids are having a disagreement.
We ain't kids, Trish.
We ain't having a disagreement.
We're about to drag race.
Is that so?
Fastest one around the stoplight and back wins.
What are you guys racing for?
Pink slips.
I see.
You don't approve?
I didn't say that.
They wouldn't listen to you anyways. I tried to talk to them out of it, but they weren't having it.
All right. Are the vehicles road ready?
I just gave mine a tune-up yesterday.
And mine's brand new. Finally saved up enough to get it last week.
Okay. You've scouted the course.
It's just Main Street, Trish. We know the road like the back of our hands.
Very well, then I guess you're ready to race.
Any other last minute words of wisdom, Trish?
Only this. When racing around the circle of life, be sure to find rewards that come not only in taking a risk, but also taking your time.
What does that even mean?
Beats me.
I think I know what Trish is trying to say.
Well, that makes one of us.
Enough of this tongue wagging. I came here to race.
Let's get on with this.
I'm ready.
I was born ready.
So we're agreed on the terms?
It's a deal.
You better shake on it. The deal's been struck. To your vehicles.
I don't think you want to stick around to watch this one, Trish. It could get ugly.
Oh, trust me, I am not going anywhere.
The challengers are ready. Here they come with their wheels now. Start your engines. Whenever you're ready. I'm just waiting till the light turns green.
I'm so nervous.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off!
Look at them go.
I can't watch.
Our guy's in the lead. But my guy's pulled ahead. Why is our guy slowing down? Who's chicken down? I think she sees something in the road. Hey, watch out before you hit the... That didn't sound good. You didn't win the race, you know. You didn't even finish.
That's okay. We can always have a rematch.
Are you seriously gonna race after what just happened?
I said we could have a rematch. I didn't say win. Besides, I learned today that there are rewards in taking my time.
Quiet day today, eh, Muffin?
Got that right. Not the usual hustle and bustle on Main Street.
I heard church bells ringing a little while ago.
Must be that Matthew's wedding.
Matthew's wedding?
You know, Jim and Sally. Cute kids. Got together a few years ago, back in high school.
All right, that wedding was today.
Yup. Whole town was invited.
I didn't get an invitation in the mail.
That's because it was an e-vite.
What's an e-vite?
You know, an electronic invitation through your email.
My email sent me an invitation to Matthew's wedding.
No! Sally and Jim just sent the invitation through email.
Why would they do a thing like that? I don't even check my emails. I don't even know if I have an email. Do you have an email, Muffin?
Of course I do, Clara. Everyone has email.
Oh.
All right, here it comes.
Hey there, guys. I didn't see you at the wedding.
Our invitations must have got lost in the mail.
But we emailed the invitations.
Exactly.
We'll show you some pictures when we get back from our honeymoon.
See you guys next week.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
If they listen to you, that won't be one boring honeymoon.
What are you talking about? I'm romantic.
With who?
I've got lots of lady friends.
Is that so?
Yes,
I'm-
it is.
I'm gonna need proof of that.
I'll get you proof.
Hey there, Casey.
Hi, Clara.
You gonna cross the street anytime soon, Casey?
I'm thinking about it.
What's the holdup?
I'm just waiting for the right time.
When is the right time?
When I'm ready.
Hey there, Casey.
Hi, Trish.
Where are you headed?
I'd like to go to the drugstore. I heard the Reddit's got some new lemon candies and stuff that are really good.
You heard right. Those lemon candies are delicious.
I think she got them all the way from England. They're called sherbet crumbs.
I thought sherbet was a kind of ice cream.
Not in England, I guess.
Did you know in England they call a car's trunk a boot?
That's funny.
They also call a baby's pacifier a dummy.
Oh, really? I thought they would have called it a Melvin. Hey!
It's safe to cross now, Casey. Are you coming?
Not yet.
What are you afraid of? There aren't even any cars coming.
There's never any cars coming. I don't get why we got that silly stoplight in the first place.
I'm not afraid.
Well, then, what are you waiting for?
My moment.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. Sooner or later, Casey's moment will arrive, and when it does, she'll cross the street.
That's right.
We don't always know when our moment will arrive, but when it does, we just have to be ready.
I think I'll try again tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, that's my cue. See you later, guys.
See you, Trish.
So, getting back to those lady friends of yours, Melvin,
What about them?
when am I going to see that proof?
I'll email you.
Are they protesting today?
They're protesting about the stoplight coming down.
The stoplight's not coming down, it's right there.
Not if Bob has his way.
What do you mean?
Haven't you heard he's running for head councilman? He's campaigning on the promise to take the stoplight down.
Again, he's been trying to get that stoplight taken down for years with no success.
Yeah, we're not gonna let that happen, will we? What do we want? We want our stoplight! When do we want it? We want it now!
Who said you could congregate outside my store like this?
They have the right to be here, Bob.
This street belongs to us all.
Just like this town.
And this stoplight! You and your stoplight can get out of here as far as I'm concerned.
We're not going anywhere. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Bob's Grocery's got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho, Bob's Grocery's got to go!
It's that stoplight that has to go. That darn stoplight has caused this town nothing but trouble since it was installed.
How do you figure that, Bob?
Yeah, Bob, what's that stoplight ever done to you?
It's out to get me, I tell ya.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
It is. Whenever I go to cross the street, it turns red.
That's just bad timing.
Fine. But what about the time it stayed on yellow for 20 whole minutes, right as a bunch of loud, gas-guzzling motorcyclists drove through town? The parade of bikers was endless, and they were all going about 5 miles per hour waiting for the light to turn red. I was fanning exhaust out of my store for hours.
I told you already, there was a short circuit in that lane. I fixed it as soon as I heard.
Fair enough. But what about last week when I made that delivery to Polly's?
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I had a cart full of produce for Polly. Every time that I took a step to cross the street, the light changed from green to yellow to red, then green again. There I was, running from the street to the curb like a deranged squirrel, my produce flying off the cart in every direction.
That was just hilarious.
I looked like a darn fool.
You said it, not me.
It's out to get me, I tell ya.
You know what, guys? I don't think we need to protest anymore.
So you believe me? You're with me on this?
Not in the least.
I don't understand.
I'm just not worried about that stoplight coming down anymore, because there's no way you're going to win that election.
And how do you figure that?
Half the town saw you run around in the street last week trying to make that delivery to Polly's Diner. This town wants a head councilman with a clear sense of direction, not some, what was it, a deranged squirrel who can't figure out if he's coming or going. Good luck, Bob.
Well, I think you better find a different issue to run on in the town election.
But this is my platform.
No, Bob, it's actually your soapbox.
So you're gonna say that I'm standing on a soapbox because I'm passionate about getting rid of that darn stoplight?
No, I'm saying you're standing on a soapbox because you are standing on a soapbox. I mean, what is it? Mountain air fresh.
Fine. I'll come down off this box, but I'm not changing my platform.
Well, that's your right, Bob.
I'm going to keep campaigning to get rid of that stoplight.
And I wouldn't expect anything less.
And if I get elected head councilman, that stoplight is coming down.
Only time will tell, Bob. Oh, speaking of time, I better be on my way. Clara got a new computer, and she needs my help setting up her email. I guess Melvin must have convinced her that if she opens her spam folder, processed meats will come flying out of the monitor.
Clara got a new computer. You'll have your hands full with that one for sure.
Ain't that the truth? See you later, Bob.
See you, Trish. Stupid stoplight. Not again!
When's that bus gonna get here? Come on, hurry up already. Hey, miss, did you just not the 7:30 bus from out of town?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't.
But you have a suitcase,
I do.
so you must have come from out of town.
I did. I took a taxi.
All right, I can't afford a taxi. Guess I'll just have to wait on that stupid bus.
I'm sure the bus will be here any minute.
Show so much you know. The bus rarely comes through here, once every couple of days or so. This town's too small to be included on the normal bus route.
But you have a stoplight.
A broken stoplight, it's stuck on red.
Still, if you have a stoplight, that must mean you get a decent amount of traffic from the interstate.
You definitely aren't from around here.
Actually, I am.
That's not true. If you were, I know you. This town's so small, everyone knows everyone.
It's been a long time since I've been home.
What? You mean you actually got out of this place?
I did.
Tell me, how'd you do it?
One day, I just packed a bag and left. Simple as that.
And you never looked back?
Not at first. I loved living in the city. Working all day and coming home to my very own apartment at night. Trying new foods, seeing new movies, meeting new people.
That sounds amazing. No one here has ever even heard of culture. Right now, the cinema's playing a double feature of What About Bob and Groundhog Day.
Great flicks. Bill Murray is the best.
Slapstick comedy and gross-out humor. Whatever happened to classics like Breakfast at Tiffany's or Mean Girls?
Mean Girls? A classic?
You know what I mean.
You're right. There's definitely a lot of culture in the city, but there's also a lot of noise and dirt and loneliness.
Loneliness? But how? I mean, there are way more people living in the city than here.
True, but in the city, everyone's always coming or going. You could walk the streets all day and not run into a single person you know. No one ever takes the time to slow down or even stand still. I guess that's why I came back here. Maybe I just needed to stand still for a moment.
But I don't want to stand still. Not here anyways. You know what it is? I'm just so sick of everything in this town. It's the shops, that stoplight, the people.
The people? I always thought one of the best things about a small town is how nice everyone was.
Yeah, everyone is so nice all the time. Look, too nice if you ask me.
Is there such a thing as too nice?
Yes! Some days it feels like everyone but me are just aliens, disguised as human beings. Sure, they may look like us, move like us, even talk like us. But deep down, beneath their human skin, look aliens just waiting to take over the world.
Oh, like the body snatchers.
What?
You know, the body snatchers from that old black and white sci-fi movie.
Wow. Black and white movies? You sure are old.
And here I thought you were so cultured. The Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a movie about a town overrun by aliens known as pod people. They would use their pods to change their form from alien to human. And then they would use their new human form to assimilate into everyday life, going unnoticed and looking exactly like everyone else.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. Like everyone's a pod person and I'm the only one who can see them who they really are. Oh, she was definitely a pod person.
I remember feeling the same way you do about this town.
So, you get it? You understand why I have to leave?
The thing about pod people is they're devoid of human emotions, such as love. It's the one thing they couldn't replicate. And if I remember correctly, the people of this town have plenty of love to spare.
You know, you're starting to sound just like one of the pod people. Maybe you've come back to town to assimilate into everyday life.
Maybe I am.
You know, if our town were overrun by aliens, at least it would be something new. It feels like no matter wherever I look, everything's the same. There's Bob's grocery store with the same old chicken and potatoes. Is it a requirement that everything he sells has to be an ingredient for a casserole? And how about some ethnic foods from foreign lands, some exotic produce? Heck, I'd even take some medium spicy salsa for a change.
Whoa, whoa, stranger, let's slow down there. Let's not get too wild.
Or there's Loretta's Farms, where the most exciting thing that happened is when she started stocking lemon candies from England.
Well, you did say you wanted foods from foreign lands.
Or the cinema, that refuses to play a movie from this century.
You got me there. Bill Murray is a genius, but there are many great movies not starring his comedic talents that everyone's missing out on.
Then there's Paulie's Diner.
I have to stop you right there. Polly's is just fine the way it is.
How would you know? You haven't been there in years.
Polly's is an institution. The club sandwiches, the french fries, the chocolate malts. I've been dreaming of those chocolate malts for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, those chocolate malts are pretty good.
And there's something nice about knowing exactly what store is always going to have your favorite lemon candies in stock.
I guess Loretta does make sure she has plenty since the town's so crazy for them.
And maybe boring ingredients like chicken and potatoes could be the thing that leads to inspiration. Some of the best dishes I ever had in the city were made with chicken and potatoes.
I have looked a few recipes up online. I suppose I could try a few of them out.
And if you haven't seen Groundhog Day, well, I just don't know if there's any more I can say to you.
All right. I'll go and see Groundhog Day.
And what about Bob?
Whoa, one step at a time, miss.
So you're staying then?
I just don't know.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that would miss you if you left.
Yeah, odd people.
Maybe, maybe not. All I'm saying is there's reasons to stay and reasons not to. Life's not as simple as the stoplight. You wouldn't have people telling you when to stop and when to go.
I don't have that now. I mean, if I was stuck listening to the stoplight, I'd be stuck here forever.
All we can do is think about what our reasons are and make sure we're making our decisions for the right ones. I know it seems like there's so much life out there to live, and you can still do that. But is it worth giving up everything you have right here, right now? That's the decision you have to make. It's kind of late for a stroll, isn't it?
Tell me about it. But it's the only thing that will soothe him. My wife's at home trying to get some sleep while I take the baby for a walk around town. He finally fell asleep a few streets back.
You looked exhausted.
I'm so tired, I barely even know my name. I think it's Jim.
Nice to meet you, Jim. You do know that you've stopped walking though, right?
Yes, but I'm afraid if I stop moving, it'll wake the baby.
Well, you have to stop moving sometime.
That remains to be seen. Is this stoplight ever gonna turn green?
I think it's broken. It's been stuck on red all night.
Doesn't matter. Got that stoplight a few years back, hoping to get some traffic going through town. Still don't get any. I guess some things never change.
I guess not.
Have a good night.
You too. So, what did you decide?
I think I'm gonna stay. For now.
What made you change your mind?
Well, thought if I was gonna be leaving this town, might as well be running towards something, not running away from.
I wish someone would have given me that advice before I left town.
Do you think you would have stayed?
Who knows? But I guess the important thing is I'm here now, and right here, in this moment, this is where I want to be.
Well, I guess I'd better get home before my parents start to worry. Hey, good luck assimilating with the pod people.
Yeah, you too.
Good evening.
Good evening. Light's broken. It's stuck on red.
I see that. I should have it fixed in no time.
Okay, well, take care.
Hey, wait a minute. You look really familiar. Do I know you?
Oh, I get that all the time. I guess that's what happens when you come from a small town.
Maybe so.
Well, good night.
Good night. Now, see, we're stuck on red forever. Yellow, slow down. Take it all in. Don't mind if I do. Looks like we got ourselves a green light. Time to start the day. Good morning, Clara and Melvin.
Morning, Trish.
You two are up early.
It annoys Papa when we sit outside his shop all day. So naturally, we've taken to getting here the moment Daddy opens.
You two are terrible.
What are you doing on this fine morning?
Well, Bob has some work for me to do. His produce sprayers aren't working properly. All they do is drip.
Bob's a drip.
Is that what you two do out here all day? Just sit around and comment on everyone in town?
Basically.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Do us a favor, Trish. When you're fixing the produce sprayers, if the opportunity presents itself, give Bob a little surprise shower courtesy of his good friends Clara and Melvin.
I'll see what I can do.
You know Trish would never do something like that, right?
I know, but a woman can dream, can't she?
Where is everyone?
I'm right here.
I mean everyone else.
What am I, a chopped liver?
I mean the crowds, the family, the marching band. They should all be here by now.
Wait a minute. Are you the green bean queen?
At your service.
So you're here for the Animal Harvest Festival parade then?
I am indeed, and I was told to meet right here, under the stoplight.
Yeah, that's next week.
No, it's not. It's today.
Clara's right. The parade's not until the 19th.
But today's the 19th.
Afraid not.
You've got to be kidding me. I've gotten all dressed up for nothing?
Afraid so.
Well, this is just great.
So where are we supposed to line up?
If you're here for the parade, then you're out of luck.
The parade's next week.
But you're here.
Yes, so someone's going to pay for this mistake. I'm the green bean queen. I'm not going to be humiliated like this.
Then don't be.
Of course I'm humiliated, and you should be too. Here we are, in the middle of the street, me in this stupid crown, and you in that get-up.
I'm the drum major.
That means nothing to me.
You know, the drum major.
Still nothing.
How about this?
I mean, I guess you're in the band, but you don't have an instrument.
I don't need one.
You're the drum major. Are you supposed to have drums or something?
No, I'm the big cheese, the head honcho, the great poobah. I'm in charge of the entire band.
Okay.
You could say I'm like the king of the band. Kind of like you're the queen of green beans.
I'm not the queen of green beans.
Then who are you the queen of?
Come on, everyone knows about the Green Bean Queen.
Sorry, I've been busy in band practice.
I'm the queen of the entire harvest festival.
Oh, I get it.
You do? Because I never understood why we needed a queen for a harvest festival.
If she's the queen of our harvest festival, it must have been because she harvested the most green beans.
I didn't harvest any green beans. Yuck! You know what that dirt would do to my nails?
What did you do to be crowned queen?
I won a contest.
What kind of contest?
You know the usual formal wear, talent, question and answer.
And what do you get to do as the green bean queen?
I get a ride on the float in the Harvest Festival Day Parade.
And then what?
What do you mean?
I mean, I assume your reign as queen extends until next year's harvest festival.
That's right.
So what do you do once the parade is over?
I don't know. None of the other queens before me really did anything after the parade was over.
You could be the first that does.
But what would I do?
I like to say when you're given a leadership role, use it to do a little good in the world.
What are you going to do now that you're the drum major?
As a marching band member, I've seen the kids lining the parade route, listening to the music, and wishing they had an instrument as their own. So now, as a community service project, I brought together kids and marching band members to learn the instrument of their choice.
That's a really great idea.
It's really easy to help others when you're passionate about something. Is there anything you like to do?
I love to read.
What kind of books do you like?
Oh, all kinds. Mysteries, science fiction, historical dramas, romance.
Me too.
You like a good romance novel, eh, Clara?
I'm in love with love novels. What can I say? My eyes are getting better and I don't get to read much anymore. Do you think you might want to come read to me sometime?
I'd love to.
I know all kinds of senior citizens in town who would love to have a young person come and read to them.
I bet I can get some of the other girls from the contest to help. Together we can make sure all the senior citizens are paired up with someone to read to them.
That's a great idea.
Sounds like the Queen's not knows what she's doing after the parade is over.
The parade! I forgot all about it. Oh well, I guess I'll get all dressed up again next weekend. No big deal.
And it sounds like you're not embarrassed about showing up on the wrong day.
Why should I be embarrassed? I'm the green bean queen, aren't I? And for once that title might mean a little more than wearing a crown and riding on a float.
And harvesting green beans!
Never anything to do with harvesting green beans. If you're not doing anything, would you like to help me put together a proposal for my senior reading initiative?
Sure, just lead the way.
But aren't you the drum major? Shouldn't you be the one leading the way?
Let's go.
So, what kind of romance stories are your favorite?
That one was pretty good.
Those two aren't in love.
Not yet, anyway.
This is a whole new side of you I've never seen before, Clara. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I'm like an onion, Melvin. Peel back my layers and you'll find a surprise under it.
Don't ever ask me to peel you again, Clara. You get those produce sprayers fixed, Trish?
I sure did.
And did you find a way to give Bob a little surprise shower?
Now, Clara, would I ever do something like that to poor old Bob?
I had to ask.
Come on, Emmett, let's go see if Mr. Bob has those plums you love so much. Oh, dear. We'll come back later.
Don't you two have anywhere else to sit and bother people?
Oh, Bob, don't be such a wet blanket. Same time tomorrow, Clara?
Same place, Melvin.
Dinner was good.
Yeah, Polly knows how to make a good burger.
I'm sorry it wasn't a fancy meal for date night.
That's okay. I didn't leave the kids for too long anyway.
Oh, I figured.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, you did. Is there anything else you would like to add?
This feels like a trap.
Why would I be setting a trap for you, Jim? I'm your wife.
Exactly.
This is about the thing from the other night, isn't it?
The thing?
You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't remember.
Yup, definitely a trap.
So I guess we're doing this then.
Guess so.
You knew I didn't want that thing in our house.
I don't see what the big deal is.
Of course not.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you don't say anything that is right under your nose.
Oh, really? And how do you figure that?
I figure that every time I trip over your shoes that you didn't see lying on the floor of our bedroom.
You have got to be kidding me.
Facts are facts.
Well, we wouldn't even be discussing the thing if you weren't such a control freak.
I can't believe you just said that!
I just meant that you like things a certain way.
Is that so?
And usually your way's a good way.
Usually?
It's just, you could be a little more comes to the thing.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Okay, Sally, don't you think you're overreacting just a little bit? Or not?
You know I love your mother, right?
No good can come from a conversation that starts like that. You know what? I think we should just go home and forget about the whole thing.
No, we need to make a decision about the thing once and for all.
Very well.
I love your mom, but that thing is ugly. Like, really ugly. Horrifying is more like it.
It's not that bad.
It's the stuff from nightmares, Jim. The face looks like a demented orangutan, and the body, if you can even call it that, looks like Big Bird and SpongeBob had a baby. But the worst part has to be the wings.
Are you sure that those are wings?
What else could they be?
Good point.
We can't keep it, Jim.
But she designed it herself.
I know, and I was meaning to talk to you about maybe finding someone for her to talk to. You know, to sort out her demons or whatever.
And she made it with her own two hands.
Doesn't mean we can't get rid of it. Trash day is tomorrow. Or we could bury it very, very deep in hallowed ground.
And burn some sage over it to get rid of that negative juju.
Now we're talking.
But what will we say when she comes over for a visit? You know she'll look to see if we've displayed it.
We'll tell her it's out being cleaned.
It's made out of coffee grounds and birdseed. Can you really clean something like that?
Good point. Maybe we could tell her a local art gallery is considering it for an upcoming showing? Yeah, I wouldn't believe that one either.
If she comes over and doesn't see it, we'll break her heart.
Then there's only one solution.
What is it?
We don't invite your mom to our house ever again.
Nice try.
I guess we'll just have to display it when she comes over.
That's a good compromise.
But I want it gone the second she's out of there.
Fair enough.
In the basement. No, the garage. No, the shed. But we are getting some of that sage you were talking about.
Definitely. This looks familiar.
The side of our first date.
That wasn't a date.
Yes, it was.
We fought the whole time.
We fought tonight. This was supposed to be a date.
Fair enough. Can we call a truce then?
How do we do that?
How about a dance?
So, does this mean we can't tease each other anymore?
I didn't say that.
Good, because seriously, Jim, you're still a terrible dancer. Do you have 2 left feet or something?
Oh, really? And I suppose a brainiac like you can show me a thing or two about dancing.
You know it. I think you and I are going to need some more date nights and finally get you those dance lessons.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're desperately in love with me.
Of course you do.
Have you seen this?
The new restaurant? Of course I have. Isn't it great?
You can't be serious.
What? A new restaurant is good for this town. We haven't had a new restaurant in... how long?
23 years.
Wow, you came up with that number quick.
That's the number of years I've been on the town council.
Oh, now it makes sense.
I can't believe I got outvoted again. We don't need another restaurant. We have Polly's.
Well, Polly's is great. Everyone loves Polly's, but we can still love something we've always had while also be willing to open our hearts to something new.
Flash doesn't want us to open our hearts. She wants us to open our wallets.
Well, I think I'm going to give Flash a try today. Maybe for lunch. If I can get a table, that is. Looks awfully busy over there. I better go put my name in just to be sure.
You better not let Polly see you over there. Traitor!
Hey there, Polly. Looks like you got some good specials there.
I've got to do something. Flash is stealing all my business.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about it, Polly. There are plenty of hungry folks in this town.
Well, you know how people flock to whatever's new and shiny and exciting?
Well, that's true, but people also love the stable and familiar. I think there's room for both stability and excitement in this town.
We'll see about that. Hey there, neighbor.
Why, hello there. You must be the incomparable Polly with the best burgers in Malta town.
You heard right.
I'm Flash.
You can't cross. The stoplight just changed.
But there aren't any cars in the road.
You better stay on your side of the road, just in case.
Okay. Look, I know we have competing restaurants and all, but I really hope we can still be friends.
Why? So you can steal my recipes?
No, why would I want to do something like that? I mean, I'm sure your burgers are great, but I have a recipe of my very own that I'm pretty proud of.
Oh, really? What's on it?
Well, it starts from a patty made from 100% of Kobe beef.
I don't see what's so great about Kobe beef. Ground chuck has always been fine by me.
It's then placed on a brioche bun that's spread with a scratch-made aioli.
It's mayonnaise, for goodness sake. Why do you fancy new chefs have to call it aioli?
Fine, the bun is spread with mayonnaise.
That's better.
I then put on some pea sprouts, artichoke hearts, heirloom tomatoes, and crispy pancetta.
Artichoke hearts, crispy pancetta. Is this even a burger anymore?
And to top it all off, the piece de resistance, a farm-raised sunny-side egg. What's so funny?
An egg on a burger. You're pulling my leg.
I'm not pulling anything.
Eggs belong on a breakfast plate, not on a burger.
I disagree. There's nothing quite like a warm, runny egg yolk dripping down the side of a juicy burger to satisfy a hungry appetite.
Yeah, no, that does sound good.
Oh my gosh. You can't be serious.
I imagine it's kind of like a warm buttery sauce for the burger.
See, she gets it.
See, I get it.
Don't look at me. I got a Polly's burger right here.
Why do you new chefs have to go and change everything? The classic burger is fine, just the way it is.
But sometimes change is good.
I disagree.
Fine, let's have a taste test. These two folks look like great connoisseurs of creative cuisine. They could try each of our burgers and see what they think.
I already have Polly's burger right here.
Hey, I was eating that.
Here's mine.
Here goes nothing.
Prepare to be destroyed. These two are loyal customers for many years. They'll never choose your burger over mine.
We'll have to see about that. Try Polly's burger first.
Classic.
Juicy and flavorful.
Yummo.
That's what I thought. Now try her burger, if you can call it that.
Butter.
Surprising and satisfying.
Yummo.
See, that's what I thought.
So whose burger is better?
I honestly couldn't decide. They're both so unique and different in their own way.
I like them both.
Well, that's no help.
Here, may I?
Sure.
Wow, Polly, this burger's great. I can see why the whole town likes it.
Let me try that.
Hey, I was eating that.
Not bad.
I'm glad you like it.
I didn't say I like it, but I would like to know what you put in this oil.
You mean mayonnaise?
Whatever, it's delicious.
Hey, you want to go back to my kitchen and whip up a batch?
Can I finish this on the way?
As long as I can finish mine.
I wonder which restaurant has the better French fries.
I don't know about you, but I'm staying out of that one. was mine. I could feel it. So what are the terms?
Start over there, race around the stoplight, and finish over there. The first to finish wins.
The first to serve is chicken. Bop, bop, ba-da.
You look silly, you know.
Yeah, we were running chicken, chicken. Ba-da. Some things never change. Are you guys sure this is a good idea?
I think it's a great idea.
This could be dangerous, you know.
Danger doesn't scare me.
Danger's my middle name. Your middle name's Caroline.
I thought her middle name was Wilma.
But we're in the middle of the street. There'd be cars driving by.
Then they'll just have to get out of her way.
Yeah, we were here first.
I thought there were 5 kids last time.
They'll never be able to catch us anyhow. We're way too fast.
I'm faster than you.
No, I'm faster than you.
We'll see about that.
And cut. Great first take, everyone.
What's going on here?
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
What's my motivation for agreeing to this drag race? The boy or the glory?
Neither.
Neither? I don't understand.
Imagine this. You're a young girl with a lot to prove. No one understands the complexities just lying beneath the surface. Everything's about to bubble up, and the only thing that can save you is the fear and the excitement of the race. Understand?
I do now. Thanks.
Great, then let's get back to your places, everyone. Picture up. And action.
So what are you racing for? Pink.
Pinks.
Pink slips.
The winner gets ownership and loses wheels.
Harsh turn.
I hope you're hungry because you're about to eat my desk.
I thought that was my line.
So did I.
I had to make a few changes for the continuity, but just roll with it. And action.
You'll be coughing on my desk for days.
Save it for the race, guys.
And cut. Take 5 when we reset the shot.
What's going on over here?
Oh, hey, Trish, I didn't see you there.
Are you guys making a movie?
Yeah, it's for our film class at the high school.
You know, there is something really familiar about your story.
Dramatization of a day from when we were kids. I wrote the script. I had to take a few liberties of changing some of the casting and dialogue, but I think it's turning out well.
That's great. Well, I'd love to see it when you're all done.
I'll make sure to give you tickets to the world premiere.
Please do.
Oh, hey, Trish. You were there that day at the first drag race, weren't you?
Well, I sure was.
Would you like a little cameo in our film? We could have had you since you're actually there that day.
I'd love to. What would I have to do?
Just do what you do best. When she says these words, just improvise some of your famous advice.
Okay, well, you're sure that's all right? I won't ruin your movie?
If you do, I'll just edit you out of the final cut.
Fair enough.
Places, everyone. Who's going to be joining us for this next scene, so just improvise along.
You got it.
Welcome to the set, Trish.
And action.
What's going on here?
We're about to drag race.
Is that so?
Any other last-minute words of wisdom, Trish?
Only this. Have fun.
That's it?
That's it.
That can't be it.
Well, you have a lot of adults in your life telling you things like slow down and be careful. And those are important things to know, but sometimes, especially as we get older, we forget what it's like just to be a kid, to enjoy the thrill of race day and the feel of the wind in our hair. So if you're asking me for my advice, it's simply to have fun.
I think we can do that.
We already are.
It looks like it to me.
And cut. I can't say that was the direction I was hoping for, but I appreciate you willing to step in.
The pleasure was all mine, and you're not gonna actually drag race cars, are you?
No way, that'd be too dangerous. I'm gonna add the drag race to Julie and editing.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'll leave you to it.
I'll make sure to get you those tickets to the world premiere.
Please do.
And action.
The deal's been struck. To your vehicles. Looks like the challengers are ready. Here they come with their wheels now. Start your engines. On the train to light turn green. And 3, 2, 1.
You folks still out here?
Where else will it be?
One could hope you'd be at home for a change.
Not until the business day is done, Bob. You should know this by now.
Well, the day is done. Time to go home.
You hurt the man, Melvin.
Sure did, Clara. See you later, Bob.
See you tomorrow. stoplight. Take that! I've done it at last! Looks like it's Bob 1, stoplight 0!
He's done it. He's finally done it.
He stopped the stoplight.
Oh, you thought you had me there for a minute, didn't you, stoplight? All the times you messed with me or blinked right at me when I tried to cross the street. Huh, not so funny now, are ya?
You were right there, Bob?
Oh, couldn't be better. Could not be better.
How come?
Because I finally put a stop to that stupid stoplight. And all it took was a little rock.
Is that so?
Yeah, I just wound it back like so and let loose. It didn't stand a chance.
You know that's destruction of public property, don't you, Bob?
That's what now? You have got to be kidding me.
Sure is. It's a class 4 misdemeanor set forth by a very unappointed counsel. You should know better than anyone, seeing your only counsel and all.
Yeah, well, that stoplight had it coming.
Well, it looks like it's stoplight 1 and Bob 0.
Once again.
Well, I guess I'll just stand here and direct traffic until Trish comes and fix the light.
What traffic? They put up that stoplight years ago thinking we get all this traffic from the interstate, but it never happened.
My thoughts exactly.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll just stand here just in case.
Has the 7:30 bus out of town come through yet?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
Do you have everything for college, sweetheart?
My roommate has all of the furniture set up in our dorm room already, and we've already shipped out everything else that I need, except for what's in here. I'm ready for college, Mom.
I can't believe this day is finally here.
Neither can I.
Oh, Sally. Emmett will be just fine. He's only going to be away at college. He can always come home on the weekends.
You will, won't you? You'll come home on the weekends?
Of course I will, Mom.
Thank goodness.
I am going to have laundry after all.
I never thought I'd be so happy to watch your smelly old laundry.
It's all right, Casey. You can cross.
I will. Just give me a minute.
She'll cross when she's ready.
That's right, and I'm always ready. I promise.
Hey, excuse me, has the 7:30 bus from out of town come through here yet?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
Why? Are you leaving town?
Yes, I am.
What you leaving for? Running away from small town life?
No, I'm not running away from this town. I'm running towards something.
I like that. That makes me feel better about going.
Me too.
Well, that's about as good as a reason as I've ever heard.
Thanks, Clara.
What's everyone doing out here? And what happened to the stoplight?
Bob happened.
Just a little destruction of public property, that's all.
That stoplight had it coming.
That's all right. It should be easy enough to fix.
It's all yours, Trish.
Are you sure you want to fix it? You could always, take it down.
Nice try, Bob.
But we don't even need this stupid stoplight. We never had any traffic come through town.
But we could, Bob. We could. And when something's a symbol of hope for greater things to come, I think it's a good idea to hold on to it. Don't you?
I think I'm ready to cross now.
You got yourself a green light, Casey.
Time to go.
I did it in your own time.
Hey, that'll be the 7:30 bus.
Time to go.
Good luck at school.
We love you, son.
Good luck in the big city.
Thanks, Clara.
Good luck in the big city.
I already said that, Melvin.
So what, Clara? I can wish you well too.
Thank you, Bob.
Well, the stoplight still stands, Bob.
It sure does.
You know why I like it so much, Bob?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
I like the changing of the colors. Green to yellow to red. Sometimes we're expecting the change, like when the light turns yellow, telling us to slow down. We know that red is just around the corner.
I hate that red light.
But Sometimes the change can catch us off guard. If we're not paying close enough attention, we can get distracted. And colors can change so quick that we almost miss them, turning green and telling us to go.
So quickly.
Like the blink of an eye.
These colors, they watch over our little town. They know where we've been and where we're going. They know our stories, and they keep us safe, telling us when to go and when to stop. Kind of like now.
Like now?
The day is done, Bob. It's time to go home. Green, yellow, red. Go, slow down,